2024 was a year of learning. It marked the end of the pandemic. It was a year of profound loss, but also significant gains. 2024 taught us invaluable lessons about resilience, adaptability, and the importance of connection with each other, family and friends, and with you, our YouTube community. We have evolved, and as we let go of the challenges and uncertainties that defined this past year, we embrace the future with renewed hope. This year and beyond, we're inspired to focus on what truly matters, exploring the world, reconnecting with ourselves, prioritizing our health and well-being, and inspiring others through our actions and words. 2025 offers the promise of new beginnings, and we move forward with wisdom gained from the past and the excitement of all that is yet to come. It's a time to live with intention, embrace change, and contribute positively to the world around us. The number 9 represents completion, maturity, and fruit bearing. So we come into 2025 with a spirit of expectancy, of things we have prayed and worked for. Let's go. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Some days are good, other days are bad. But every day is a blessing. However, today, I just want to pull the covers back up and snuggle right back up under my man. But who am I fooling? You can't duck and hide from life. You got to grab it by the horns, look it dead in the eye, and tell it I am the master of my destiny. Life is meant to be lived, and we got things to do. So man up and let's face the day. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Finally, a video is up for your enjoyment, and let me just get a little bit closer so you guys can see this glow on me. I'm just coming from the gym and I'm trying to do a little bit of meal prepping because it's a new month and I want to do things a little bit differently this month and try to get in more protein. And so I'm trying to get started on learning how to do meal prepping. But finally, a video is up. It's been a few weeks since we put up a video. And I do want to say thank you to all of you all who have reached out to us on Instagram. A few of you in the comments. Some of you have even sent emails, asking, where we are. I hope you guys are okay. We miss you guys. And yes, we are okay. We just took a break. Mental health break, self-care break, whatever you want to call it. We took a break, and to be honest, it was much needed. It was much needed. The first week we didn't put up a video. I was still recording, I was still vlogging, and I had intended on putting together a video and putting it up for you all. But then all hell broke loose in the United States. And to say that my stress has been on 1,000 for the past few weeks, that would really be an understatement. Just a lot of chatter, a lot of things going on. Most importantly, that concerns me is that I'm an employee of the federal government, and I'm not even really going to get into that right now. Maybe at a later date we could have a conversation, but I was stressed, and I've gotten to a place where I've been feeding my mind food and things that are going to lift me and motivate me and encourage me. And so really my mind wasn't there. Like mentally I was not into vlogging or anything like that. And my baby is tired too. Kimar is tired. He's been working 6 days a week and going in a little bit earlier to work, and so we just really needed a break. And it's good that we are even able to take a break, because we don't rely on YouTube for you know, our lifestyle, and so we do have full-time jobs, and so thankfully we are able to take a break when we need to. I would like to be a little bit more consistent, you know, moving forward. Maybe put up a vlog like once a week, and if we can get some other videos in, that would be nice too. Don't hold me to it. It's just a thought that's in my head, and you know, we can formulate our thoughts and they can become reality. But that's my goal. That's what I would like to do. But yeah, we just needed a little bit of a break, and I'm here just trying to get a few things done before I head out for the day, because it's an absolutely beautiful day today. Outside, it's nice, it's warm, it's sunny, and I'm kind of distracted because I'm making some matcha. This is my caffeine to keep me away from Starbucks and spending money at Starbucks. And sorry y'all, I'm just a little bit distracted, focused on what I'm doing. So give me a second. So yeah, what I was gonna say is that even though we haven't put up any videos, I have been kind of working behind the scenes because I want to elevate the videos a little bit. So I've been just kind of searching for music that I can use in the videos because you guys know I love music. I love a vibe. I love to dance. And so I want to incorporate some music into the videos just to give them a nice vibe. And so I hope you guys do enjoy this video. But yeah, it's just been a lot going on. And so we needed a little break just to kind of reset and regroup. And really, I was trying to stay away from social media as well as much as I can, and trying to not watch the news and, you know, all of those things. But, you know, of course, we do have to stay connected to the world and see, you know, what's going on in the world. So it's kind of hard to stay away, like, you know, totally. But yeah, so I've just been trying to get my mind right. I've been watching Tony Robbins' Time to Rise Summit, 3 days on YouTube. I'll even include the link in the description if any of you guys want to watch it. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of Tony Robbins, but he's an awesome motivational speaker. And the first 2 days were magnificent. I haven't seen the third day yet, but I'll probably watch that this week. But yeah, he's a motivational speaker, and I have really just been trying to focus on getting my mind back right. And so I want to do a little bit of meal prepping, and I want to head out, run a couple of errands, and my first stop is going to be to Aldi's because I've been eating a lot of salads, but I've been buying salads out. So I want to go to Aldi's and get some ingredients to make my own salads, which is going to be a little bit more a lot more cost effective, you know, as I'm trying to get into this new healthy journey, lifestyle, not a fad, but a lifestyle. So yeah, so I want to head to Aldi's and pick up a few things. But first, I'm just going to enjoy my delicious matcha and try to get my meats in the oven. And ooh, that is good. Yeah, first I'm going to get my meats in the oven and get my eggs peeled. I'm boiling some eggs, and I want to head out because it's an absolutely beautiful day today. Nice, warm, sunny, just how I like it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I've been doing pretty good working out and going to the gym, but I do need to clean up my eating habits. I need to learn to eat a little bit healthier and cleaner. I've read that having a healthy lifestyle is 80% of what you put into your body. So I really need to get focused in that area of my healthy journey. Today, I'm headed to Aldi's. I want to get some ingredients to make salads and fruit cups, see if we can get back in the groove and get it together.
I've been all in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look get you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I do it all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you right in my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body. Say it. My mind, and my body. My body says it. My mind, and my heart. My body says I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is. But you got me going crazy. Just you is so amazing. How long can you go, baby? At last, till my body so crazy. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you right in my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friend, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. In my heart, my mind, and my body.
Kmart took the storm door off a few weeks ago, and I went down to Lowe's last week to buy another door, and nobody ever came over to that department. So I waited about 45 minutes, called 2 times for somebody to come. Nobody ever came, and then I had to meet Kmart at the truck. So I ended up just leaving, but I'm headed back down there now to see if I can go ahead and purchase the door so that they can come out and install it. And I think I might need to get a handle for it.
Yes, ma'am, you will need to get a handle.
All right.
What size? This is a copy of the contract. The grand total is...
I want to look at some of the light fixtures too, because I do want to change out quite a few of the fixtures in the house. And I think we can change them ourselves. Kmart changed the ones outside. But maybe I'll just wait until he can come back down and look with me. Or maybe I'll just look online, because sometimes you can find better quality and better designs online for a cheaper price. This is the door. The door arrived and it was installed. And I love it. It closes the way that it's supposed to. And it also has a retractable screen, so I can flip this button here and slide it down right here. And there's a screen, so in the summertime, springtime, fall time, when it's nice outside, fresh air can come in. I can let the screen just be open and leave the front door open. So it's perfect. I love it. And I wasn't going to get it, but I'm glad that I did. I was trying to decide if I wanted to wait on my Amazon order. I ordered Amazon Fresh, and I think they said it will be here between 3 and 5. Let me double check, because I do have a few errands I want to run today, and I didn't really want them to leave it by the door. Even though I think it would be okay, but I just didn't want them to leave it by the door. But I ordered Amazon because it was stuff I needed anyway, and I didn't really feel like going to the store today. Well, not to the grocery store anyway. And I get 3,000 fetch points. So I wanted to go down to Michael's because I want to get a shadow box frame for my vision board so that I can put it somewhere where I can see it every day. And I'm still trying to figure out even where I'm going to put it. The bathroom will be ideal because, I mean, we go into the bathroom every day. But I don't know. I'm going to have to try to figure it out. But, oh snap. It says between 4 and 6. So I guess I got time to go run a couple of errands. And I might still make it back in time before they get here. And I need to do some laundry. I wanted to clean up a little bit and cook dinner. So I guess I'm going to hit the road. So I need to take back this power bank that I bought for Kemar because I got this one from Amazon for Christmas. But then he said that he thought he already had one. So I'm just going to drop it back off at the Amazon drop off at Kohl's. And normally this line is super long, but I lucked up today.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I picked up this book from the library, and this is going to be my first read for the new year. It's one of my favorite books. I've read it a couple of times, and I got an email from the library saying that it was ready for pickup, so I came down to get it, and it's going to be my first read. My goal is to read at least a minimum of 12 books, so one book per month. If I can read more, that would be lovely, but that's my goal, to read one book per month. And I'm going to read like a mixture of entertaining books, self-help, personal finance, personal growth, you know, just doesn't really matter, just 12 books, one book per month. So this is going to be my first read, and it's called The Four Agreements, and it's basically, it's a code of conduct for how we can live like a fulfilling life. So basically it says, that the author reveals the source of self-limiting beliefs that rob us of joy and create needless suffering. And it's just by living by these four agreements. And so we'll talk about it, and I'll share some. I mean, it's a quick read. You can see it's not that big. It's a quick read, 138 pages. So it's quick, but it's profound and it's fulfilling. And so maybe we'll just kind of go through some of the chapters in the next couple of videos. I can almost guarantee I can get through this book in one day. But I want to share and talk about it with you guys because, you know, I mean, the goal in life is to, you know, find joy and live a fulfilling life. And, you know, so we can help each other by holding each other accountable. We can help each other by encouraging one another. And, you know, I mean, I just kind of feel like the world could be a better place if everybody kind of like self-reflected and recognized that we all have things that we can work on, and it just takes one. But do I think that the world will ever reach a point that, it is full of kindness? No, I don't think so. Not in my lifetime anyway. I don't know if that's a pessimistic attitude, but I don't think so. But I think that we can get to a place where there is more kindness. And so it just starts with each person. And so that's the goal. Or anyway, what I think is in life is, for us to live a fulfilling life. And if everybody is fulfilled and have joy and happiness, then that's what you exude out to others as well. And that's how the world can be a more kinder place. But, yeah, so do I think that it will ever be, just everybody love and kindness? No. Because you're always going to have like one. You're always going to have like one person who, cannot get over whatever they've gone through, or, just, I don't even know how to explain it, but you're always going to have one, and I'd rather have one negative Nancy than 10 negative Nancy. So yes, I do believe that if each person self-reflected and worked on themselves, then we can work towards a kinder earth. But anyway, this is going to be my first read for the year. It's like they gave me some double and triple of some stuff. Now what do I do with all these bananas? I'm gonna cut some of them up and freeze them. Make some smoothies. And tonight I'm going to make some spaghetti. Because that's what I got a taste for. So we're not eating Jamaican food tonight. I got Kimar some cereal because yes, Kimar does love cereal. Is he one of the only Jamaicans that love cereal? Well, at least they pick my bananas how I like them. I like them still kind of with a little bit of green on them. So I might as well eat one. I'm really just gonna make a little bit. Even though this is a small pack of hamburger meat, I may not even make it all because Kimar will eat spaghetti, but Kimar likes Jamaican food. But he has eaten it before, but I may just make a little bit of it. I don't want to make too much because tomorrow I got to get back on my journey. So today is Sunday, and tomorrow is back to smoothies and eating healthy for the week. I should have already had the stove on. I don't know what I was thinking. And I don't know what I was thinking because I got ragu and I really like Prego. And even though I get garden style, I still like to cut up my own onions and peppers and put it in there. I'm trying to get in a gallon of water a day, and I have been failing miserably. It's kind of hard to get in a gallon, but I bought this cup from Aldi's, and it's a half a gallon, so I'm trying to look at it as though if I can drink 2 of these a day, then I will have my gallon in. So I'm just trying to get in more water and make sure I'm hydrated, and also to flush my system and maybe cleaning out my liver and kidney. I know you guys can tell in some of the videos my cheeks are darker, and so that has kind of happened over the years. And somebody even commented one time saying that, you know, it's a condition called, I think, melasma, and it can be like an occurrence from your, it can basically happen from, you know, your liver and your kidney, I guess maybe not functioning properly. I don't really have any health issues, you know, that the doctor has said that I have. I did do a little bit of research on it, and so I found out that, you know, that is a condition and that's what it's called. And so I want to kind of focus on that this year as well, you know, trying to just be healthy and be the best version of myself. And I really want to try to see if I can reverse these dark spots on my cheek. I'm gonna go for a walk. Maybe that's the wrong hand. Maybe if I put on my gloves, that'll help me from being so cold. I just hate for my hands and my feet and my face really to be cold. But we're gonna go ahead and go for a walk. It's not cold, but it's chilly. And I'm on the way back home. I feel like I could come out of the sweatshirt. And I still want to go to the gym later. Still want to go to the gym. And I want to try to get in 10,000 steps. But my goal is to walk at least three to 4 times a week. But I want to get in 10,000 steps, you know, per day. Just really get moving. I want to get back into doing yoga. I used to do so many things. I feel like I just fell behind. I used to do yoga every day. I used to do step aerobics. I don't know if any of you have heard of, I think her name was Kathy Friedlich or something like that. I'll have to find it and put her name on the screen. But I used to do step aerobics with her, and I was so in shape. Boy, those were the days. But right now, I just want to get consistent. Like, I just want to be able to love exercising again. I used to love to exercise, so I really want to get back to that. I'm telling you, working from home is a blessing, but also a curse. but we could do it. I could do it and you can do it. And I want to warm up my tea because I put it on this morning to let it steep and then I forgot about it. So I want to warm it up and have a cup of tea. And this is the frame that I got for my vision board. I went to Michael's and didn't really see anything. I wanted a shadow box frame, but they were kind of expensive, like $40 to $50. And I couldn't really find one in the size that I needed. So this is perfect. It's simple, it's nice, and it fits. And I also want to get like some like removable like peel stickers that I could just kind of put on it and crisscross off as I'm meeting my goals, but I can also just take them off if I want to use this same idea for a vision board next year. I am going to do my nails because I have been complaining about them looking shabby for a few weeks, actually a few months since I had my surgery on my wrist. And I couldn't type because I couldn't bend my wrist, so I took them off. And I've been complaining about them looking shabby for a minute, so I want to put some on for the weekend. And I was going to go and get them done because, I mean, it's not really expensive to get your nails done unless you get like a lot of designs or shapes or, you know, add-ons, but I usually just get a full set, and once you get the full set, the fill-in with gel polish is like $40, $45, $50. Not really a lot. But I had some press-ons, and these are actually some that I had on last week when we went out for my daughter's birthday. So I'm going to see if I can reuse them. And I like the press-ons. I've worn them before. I like the press-ons because I can pop them off when I don't want to wear them. So I'm going to see if I can reuse these and see if it do what it's supposed to do. I had already cleaned these up, so I don't want to file it too much though. Did you guys see the moon? There's some kind of like alignment going on with the planets. I saw it on social media since like January the 25th. And I went outside last night. The sky was so clear. And, oh, jeez, this glue ain't playing. The sky was so clear, and you could clearly see like the moon, and I thought it was a star beside it. But when I looked it up, it was actually Venus. So I ran back in and grabbed my camera, and it was just so pretty. Like, I used to be obsessed with the stars and the moon. When I was in California, when I used to live in California, California has like the clearest sky. When I used to live in California, where I worked at, the building was on like a cliff overlooking the ocean. And we had the most beautiful sunsets. But when I worked at night, I would go outside, and the building was overlooking the ocean. You could see like the moon on the water, and the sky would be so clear, and you could clearly see like the stars and the constellations, and I just kind of became obsessed with it. And I was like reading all of these books on, you know, like the stars and the constellations, and I would go out and I would try to, you know, like look and pick out and find, you know, the constellations. when I was in California. I was young and wild and free. We used to go spelunking, which is like cave hunting. Northern California is really different from Southern California. Like Southern California, you have like the palm trees and the sun. It never rains in Southern California. But Northern California is very different. It's chilly. It's misty a lot of days. And where I was at, we were on top of a mountain. So we were even up in the clouds. And it was very like fields of just farmlands, a house here, a house 2 miles down the road. And it was just very like serene. And it's still like that today. I've been back a couple of times and I actually want to go back and take Kimar because the cliff is actually, it's chipping away. It fell a couple of times over the past couple of years. And actually a big chunk of it fell off last year. I saw where somebody posted it in a group that I'm in. And the cliff is like falling away. And so I don't think it's going to be there in a couple more years, like where I used to be, is what I'm trying to say. And I want to take Kimar up there and let him see, you know, like my old life and where I was at and how it looks. And I want to take him up there and just, you know, let him see it. And plus I want to see it, you know, at least one more time before the cliff kind of just falls away. But I've been watching Tony Robbins. I mentioned this earlier. Tony Robbins' Time to Rise Summit. And it is so good. It is so, so good. Day one was like the start of like what it's going to be about. And it was just so inspiring. Let me just show you guys a clip.
We keep living the same experience. So this is really about how do you take charge of your life? How do you go to another level? How do we go from where you are to where you want to be and close that gap as quickly as possible? And what I just want to do is share with you ways to be able to take your life to the next level. I hate to see people in suffering, and we all go through it at times. And I love to see people transform that into the joy of their life. But I want to tell you the good news. No winter lasts forever. There's some winters are long, some are short, but they always end into a new springtime, a time of optimism, a time of growth, a time things really transform. You got to recognize patterns, and we're going to do this the next few days. You're going to see what triggers you, not, oh my God, don't trigger me, like some people are trained to do, which is absurd. You can't train everybody not to trigger you. You got to get rid of your triggers. What triggers you to be angry or sad or to overeat or to smoke or to drink or to feel so bad about yourself? And how do we get rid of that trigger? That's what we want to focus on and shifting here to give you a sense.
I've been like so inspired, just like pumped. Yeah, just pumped. That would be a good word. And one of the things that stood out was when he was talking about like your triggers, like you have to figure out like what your triggers are. And especially for me, because I have been trying to get back on this health journey for a few years now. I mean, actually, before COVID, I was trying to go vegan. I was doing a lot of juicing and, you know, just trying out a lot of like vegan / vegetarian type meals. And into COVID, the first part of COVID, it was so beautiful because, you know, it was just really quiet. The world was quiet. And we were walking as a family, you know, that would kind of be like our time to go out and, you know, just enjoy like the sereneness. The air was clear and because you didn't have a lot of cars on the road. And so we were juicing and, you know, eating healthy, even going into, you know, that beginning of the pandemic. And so one of the things that stood out to me was just like knowing what your triggers are. And I know for me, like stress is a big part of like when I am, oh, I gotta sneeze. When I'm overeating or if I'm like craving something sweet, you know. um, and really not like eating healthy. But I know also, like, if I am exercising consistently, I'm watching what I eat as well. So it kind of goes like hand in hand for me. But I just need to figure out like what my triggers are so that I can kind of, just take control of that thing. That was the one thing that stood out for me. So I don't know. You guys should just go and maybe check it out. It is like 3 hours, I think, each day. But you can kind of like watch, fast forward through it and watch what you want to watch and get what you can get from it. These should last a few days. I didn't really put them on to last like 2 weeks because I'll pop these off in a couple of days when I go back to work. So, but I just really want them to be on through the weekend. And my wrist is starting to feel better. I actually went back to the doctor because I was concerned. I'm like, I still can't like bend it like back like how I can do this one. And he said that it's the tissue that's in there. I just got to continue to break it up. So my wrist is finally healing. Finally healing like it should be. So. And I need to just kind of let these sit a minute. There we go. Real quick, do. They'll last a few days. So, I got my book, and let's talk about the first chapter. So I want to start with chapter 1, but before we get into chapter 1, let me kind of go back before chapter 1, because the part before the chapters actually start talks about the dream of the planet. And I don't know if he, believes in the Bible, because the book is kind of like, it's a practical guide to personal freedom. But I believe in the Bible. So let me just get that straight. I believe in the Bible, but I also believe in chew up the meat and spit out the bone. So take what you can get from it and apply it where it's applicable. So with that being said, I kind of equate it to, the Bible. The Bible says in the beginning was the Word was God, the Word was with God, and God created this being the earth as we know it, the land, the waters, light. And when he talks about like the dream of the planet, it's basically a dream of what the planet is supposed to be. So you have, your beliefs, your laws, society's rules, religions, even like the ability for me to speak English. That was something I didn't get to choose that. I was born into that. Or the ability for somebody to speak Spanish or French or whatever. And even like religion, I didn't really choose that. That was passed down to me from my parents and from, their ancestors and so forth. Even in the beginning days, you had, indigenous, the indigenous people. So it's talking about like these things that we don't really get to choose. And these things that are just kind of like placed upon us. So there are these things that we don't get to choose. And when a child is born, the child doesn't get to choose. Like we begin to place all of these things onto that child. And so all of these things really become like the focus or the attention of the child. And then he goes into talking about like attention and how attention is this competition grabber. And so everybody's seeking attention. Like even when you go to church and you're listening to the pastor, and the pastor is trying to get your attention and trying to get you to believe in what he's saying. So all of these things were in place already to show and teach us like what to do and what not to do. And so when you begin to like challenge that or go against it, it gives you like an uneasiness and it makes you feel unsafe. And then you start to create or build fear. So going into the end of that first part, he says that the agreements that come from fear require us to expend a lot of energy, but the agreements that come from love help us to conserve energy and even gain extra energy. Then he goes on to say, how can we change the entire dream of our life when we have no power to change even the smallest agreement? Because all of these things that are placed on us, we just agree to them and we live by them. And so basically he has like these 4 agreements that he says that if you just live by these 4 agreements, you can change like the trajectory of your life. You can live a life of joy because you essentially take back your own power. So let's get into chapter 1. All right, so the first chapter is be impeccable with your word. And basically he's saying that your word is your power. And we know that, like we say it all the time, you know, like word is bond. Speak those things that be not as though they were. There's power, life and death in the power of the tongue. So we already know these things. Like basically he's saying like the word is not just a sound. It's your power. It's the power that we have to express, communicate, dream, build, to create or destroy. And so he also even goes a little further to break down like what or define like what impeccable means. And impeccable basically means sin. And a sin is anything that goes against yourself and what you believe. But he's saying in this sense, like being impeccable means like you are being responsible for your actions. And so your word is bond. You have the power through your word to create or destroy life. And this is what I really love about how he closes out this first chapter. Just imagine what you can create with impeccability of the word. You can live in heaven in the middle of thousands of people living in hell because you are immune to that hell. You can attain the kingdom of heaven from this one agreement. Be impeccable with your word. And that's what I want to leave us with today. That we need to just start thinking about how our words are impacting ourselves. What are we telling ourselves? And also how our word is impacting the world around us. The word has like so much power in it that we can create or destroy life simply with our tongue. And I want to use my tongue to speak life into people. I want to use my tongue to speak life into myself. I've always been a believer that life happens the way it's supposed to and when it's supposed to. But I also believe that we can create the life that we want simply by thinking it and speaking it and then taking the actions. So that's what I want to leave you guys with. Be impeccable with your word. That's going to be the first agreement.